Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome to Progress video number 7. I actually forgot to make this intro till like last night, so yeah, here it is. This video is actually, I made the most progress so far in this video out of all the other episodes, so hopefully this video is going to be really awesome for you guys, and I'll let you guys get into it now. Freaking yes! And that's not even a good drop. Like, it's more rare than the spear, it's worth less. But literally, we've been here for like freaking 60 kills. I at least wanted to see something. So that's kind of nice. Where is he at? Did he even get it? Okay, yeah, he's still playing. So yeah, we got a freaking Zamrock hilt. Obviously, this is going to get split 6 ways, so this isn't... At least it pays for our time being here. We've been here for like a freaking hour or like an hour and a half, which is terrible luck. So, yeah. It's better than nothing. Better than a poke in the eye with a sharp stick. Okay, so apparently they did a price check on it, and it's freaking 1.4 mil. That's like 200k each. That's bull crap. So yeah, it's like 200k each. That's actually not good at all. I thought it was better than it was, but it's not, so. I guess we're going to hope we get a spear, or if somebody gets a pet, obviously that's going to make the whole trip worth it, but still, I guess even with the hilt, it's a crap trip. Freaking back-to-back, yes! Wait, no, I don't know if that was back-to-back. Was that? Okay, so we got Zamrock Spear. Yeah, Zammy Hilt, 3 kills. Zammy Spear. Freaking yes! So we got back-to-back. Oh, that makes the trip worth it. Thank you. Freaking at least 1.5 mil. So I was glad that we actually got to end that trip on a good note, because we sat there for like 2 hours without a drop, and I mean, this is with 6 of us there, so I mean, we ended up just splitting the big drops, which was kind of nice because, like, I mean, yeah, we all made some decent money. I think everybody ended up making over 2 mil this trip, and it took about 2 hours, so I mean, it's not like anything spectacular, but at least it made our trip worth it. And I mean, like, it's a task for me, for like a Slayer task, so I mean, I'm getting some, you know, decent experience, I guess. And yeah, they ended up trading me. This is what we ended up having at the end of everything, which was like 10.6 mil. Yeah, 10.6. And we ended up just splitting that up. It was about 1.7 each, plus everybody else had their own drops that they got personally there. So I ended up making over 2 mil myself, and I'm sure everybody else made over 2 mil, or 2 mil at that at least. Ended up getting a few more donations from these people. During this time, there was actually a bunch of people in the clan chat just heading over to me. 30 Def gave me 2 bonds. Awesome, man. Small shout out to you. That was really cool. And then he just gave me this Ranger tunic. Yeah, that was really cool of him. And then I didn't get this on the clip. That kind of sucks, but he ended up saying, hey, dude, trust to trade me back the Ranger tunic. And I was like, why not? Just give it back to him. And he ended up throwing Ranger boots into the trade last minute. So I ended up actually getting Ranger boots from him. But with that being said, if I keep taking like donations from people like that, 1 bill would come by very quick for me. So what I'm planning on doing is just never taking GP from people and trying to get 1 bill GP over the course of the whole year. So I'm still doing the 1 bill from scratch, obviously, basically, but the 1 bill coins instead of just the bank. So basically what I want to do is make 1 bill GP by myself, and that would basically be if I killed like Zamrock and got a spear by myself and sold it for 8 mil, I could add that to the cash stack, and I will just grow it from, you know, whatever I'm at now. I think I have like 5 mil GP as of now. I have a bunch of items eventually, but I mean, that doesn't technically count, and I'm pretty sure like I'll be basically getting most of my gear in the beginning of the series, and then at the end I'll just start piling up cash. So that should make for a pretty cool like series, I guess. I know some people aren't going to like that I took, you know, Ranger boots or whatever, but like I said, I'm not going to count them towards the 1 bill. I'm just going to start doing GP now mainly. Obviously, I'm going to buy my own gear still. I'm not like depending on people for that, but like, you know, it doesn't matter to me. And like, that's why I'm saying, like, and I know there's a lot of people that also don't really care. So, you know, it is what it is. You can't really please everybody, but yeah, so I'm planning on probably doing mainly DKs for the big cash stacks. I'm doing some Zoro too, but if I did Zoro the whole way there, that would just, I mean, it'd be kind of a cop out. And I'm not going to do only DKs either. I'm planning on doing tons of different stuff. Like, pretty much how my series has been going. I don't stick to just one thing. I keep doing everything. But as of now, you guys can see what I'm doing in the background. I'm selling a bunch of my my herb stacks. My herbs have grown so much. Like, as you guys can see, I've made 20 mil on just farming so far. That's like crazy because like that's all pure profit because I started off with a very small seed stack and basically have brought it up to this. Yeah, if you guys are wondering why I have the there's a blurred out GE thing in there, that's because I'm working on some other video and I'm basically testing it. If I didn't blur it out, it would basically ruin the item, and yeah, I wouldn't be able to make a video on it. So hopefully I'll be able to put that video out soon. Be kind of cool if this works how I think it's going to work, and I'll be able to show you guys later. And yeah, so basically my seed stack is, I'm not going to lie, I think by the end of the year I'll probably have like a 200 mil seed stack, because I mean, like, it's like the 26th of January when I got this clip, so yeah, like we're barely a month into it, and yeah, it was already doing so well. So this was actually kind of funny. My friend showed me how to safe spot Vedion, and he was actually just showing me right here. Don't know how to pronounce your name, so I'm just going to call you Sauce Boss. So we were doing Vedion, and this PKer showed up south of us, so he started attacking Sauce Boss, and right there, now I actually just see for the first time, he actually attacked me first. That's why I didn't get skulled, but I thought I would get skulled if I had jumped in. But as you can see, I got the last hit on Vedion there for him to spawn Sunny and Shadow. That's the dogs. I just named them that. And I was actually kind of scared here because I didn't know if I would get skulled and lose the Bando's Godsword. It actually was not mine. A friend lent it to me, so at this point I was just like, you know what? If I skull and die, I'll pay my friend back. Not that big of a deal. As long as I can save Sauce Boss. That's all I care about now. Now, I put an arrow to show you guys his friend just logged in, the PKer. And yeah, this guy literally just gets wrecked by Sunny and Shadow. I didn't even know what happened until Zeros, or Sauce Boss, told me. And as you can see, he got a good kick out of it. I mean, I was laughing at this point too. Unfortunately, I didn't get live commentary on it, but Sauce Boss was just losing his shenanigans. This was actually pretty funny. The guy left, and we didn't get anything good from Vedion, but still, I thought it was funny to put that clip in there. The guy came back for his stuff, and we ended up piling him. So, he was pretty pissed at us, but like, come on, you're trying to PK us. So Sunny and Shadow got the best of him, and then so did we. Good stuff, man. Unfortunately, I didn't really get anything great from it, but it was still some pretty cool entertainment for me anyways. Just get a good laugh, and I know Sauce Boss had a good laugh for sure. But we definitely had quite the skilling week. As you can see, I started off getting 82 fletching, jumped up to 83. I've lost some of the clips for like 84 and 86. But ended up fletching from 82 all the way up to 90 fletching. Yeah, I need to get this done for a desert diary so I could boost to 95 fletching. And then also, I know this is really random and like just not really anything to do with fletching, but look on OS Buddy, look how far you can zoom out now. Isn't that crazy? Like, I think that's new. Like, I've never been able to zoom out that far before, but like your guy just looks like a tiny ant or something. I could see this being useful for stuff like God Wars Dungeon though. It's kind of cool. And this was actually pretty cool. We ended up finally actually breaking rank on the 5K mark. So now we're under 4,000. Or not under 4,000, but under 5,000. So that's kind of cool to see. And I ended up actually zooming out again on resizable mode. And this just looks crazy. Like, you could see all the black marks that it can't... Or not the black marks, I don't know what you'd say. Just the black wall, I guess. Because it can't see past that. Because it's only what the game's wanting to render out at the time. So, I mean, like... Yeah, with that, you can zoom out pretty stinking far. But yeah, I started to do some Zora. It's kind of nice because scales have gone up a lot since the teleports have been nerfed. And by nerfed, I mean like it used to drop 20, now it only drops 1. These teleports are worth 12k each right now, and scales are, I think, like 270 each right now. So all that's telling me is with the teleports going up, that's just meaning scales are probably going to go past 300 GP each, which is going to make stuff like the blowpipe actually pretty expensive to use, and also the Trident of the Swamp. Pretty much anything with scales is just going to start getting really expensive to use. So, also got myself a Serpentine Visage, which is kind of cool because that's actually my first like Zora special drop or whatever, I guess you would say. Only thing it sucks is that it's actually the one of the worst drops that you can get from Zulrah as far as like his special drop. Because there's like the Magic Fang that's also terrible, the Serpentine Visage, and then like the Tanzanite Fang, which is the blowpipe, is still like 1+ mil. I can't remember how much exactly it is, but obviously that's better. And then there's the Onyx drop that's a lot better. So I mean, it's just whatever. At least it's still over 200k. It's better than nothing. But yeah, I'm just glad I guess I finally got a Zulrah drop, because I've been doing this. This is like 200 kills in, I think. Not anything like spectacular, but still. And here's me selling all the Zulrah that I've done. I think this is about 30 or 40 kills or so. Nothing like crazy, but the scales ended up selling for quite a bit. That's kind of nice. Like I said, Zulrah's starting to get a little more profitable because the teleports have been nerfed, like I said, and the scales are going up and some of the other prices. I've heard Serpentine Visages are actually, or the Serpentine Helm is starting to go up a little bit. I don't know if that's true or not, but like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if some of the stuff starts to go up just a little bit. I think some people have stopped doing Zulrah because just the convenience is gone from the teleports, and I mean, yeah, stuff has to go up if stuff like that happens. It just makes sense. Okay, so I ended up buying myself a Hosta because I wanted to go to the Lizard Shamans, and the first kill I get going from loot from 1k is a Dragon Warhammer. Now, I am very happy and disappointed at the same time. I'm happy because I got the Dragon Warhammer, obviously. I'm disappointed because I was not videoing it. Yeah, I like was going for the first, or not first time, I went there when they first came out, and yeah, I haven't been there since, so I was like, I'm gonna go there with a setup and try to learn how to do them, and then I'll start recording after I kind of get, because I didn't want to basically be failing, you know, on video. So I went there with a pretty bad setup, actually. I even forgot myself anti-poison. And I ended up getting the kill, and it dropped the Dragon Warhammer. I really wish... I didn't even screenshot it. That's how... I was freaking out about it. Like I said, you guys just have to take my word for it. I mean, I don't know why I would lie to you guys about something like that, but... and some people are going to probably say that it's a lie and it was donated or whatever, but no, it wasn't donated. It actually is a drop that I got. I'll be making a loot from 1k Lizard Shaman. I'm currently like 300 kills into it as we speak, but yeah, this was literally the first drop I got going into that series, so, or not series, but video. And obviously I sold it, and it sold for 33.4 mil. So that like extremely helps my bank out right now, because I had like pretty much no cash stack. I think I like 3 mil. I mean, I shouldn't say no cash stack because it's still a cash stack, but. And also just a small shout out to Herblorgasm. Thanks for the vials. I thought he wanted to see the cash stack, but no, he didn't. Yeah. Now, I don't do enough Armadale, so I'm going to ask you guys, anybody who actually does Armadale a lot, what would be better? Buying an Armadale crossbow with this money, or buying the Armadale body and legs? What would be better, basically, the tank or just the better weapon? So if you guys want to leave down below anybody who actually does a lot of Armadale, I ended up unlocking the Avian Sheaves as a task, so I can get that actually as a Slayer task now, because yeah, I want to start doing some Armadale, and obviously if I'm doing that on a task, it would just make it all the better. So yeah, feel free to leave down below. I'm gonna assume that it's the crossbow, but I could be wrong. I've been wrong in the past about this stuff before, so whatever. I guess we should probably just get into the bank video now. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and do the bank check now. I don't really know how much I'm going to have. I think it's going to be above 100 mil. This Dragon Warhammer obviously helped a ton, so let's go ahead and get into it. This Bandos God Sword's not mine, so I'm not going to price check that. That's one of my friends. He lent it to me. Crap, I can't. I'm going to have to go repair my Guthans. I'll be right back. Okay, so I got all my stuff, and I'm just sitting at my house now. And to those of you guys who say that I could just price check with OS Buddy, I actually don't have OS Buddy Pro, so I can't do that. Eventually, I'm sure I'll probably get it, but as of now, I don't have it. This is everything I could find in my bank that actually had somewhat of a value. I mean, those other stuff, obviously, but, like, it's a lot of, like, 200 and 300k items, so I just couldn't fill my bank up with, or my inventory with all that stuff. So let's just go ahead and check some of the higher price items. Obviously, okay, yeah, Fire Runes obviously isn't that much, but this was all in the Trident. The except the Blood Runes and yeah, some of the Death and Chaos were extra. But yeah, that's 3 mil in just runes. Let's go ahead and add the skirt. There's the Shark. We're already up to 3.5 mil. Let's go ahead and add the GP stack. That's 41 mil now. I have a ton in herbs, as you guys can see. Or not just herbs, but like in seeds as well. So we got 65 mil. I think that's already met what we had before. So we're doing very good. Let's go and just add the rest of the stuff in. We're at 70 mil. Yep, 70.5 mil. Add the Hosta. We're at 80 mil. Add the Fury, 83 mil. 85. 87. 88. This should bring us... There we go. That's what I want to see. So we have 101 mil now in just items and just random bank. It's January 28th and we're 10% of the way. Now, like I said before, we're going to probably be mainly going for the GP stack at the end. So like a lot of stuff like this, I'm not planning on selling just as a cop-out at the end. So we do have to make more than one bill because obviously I have to have the items and then the one bill. So, and I don't think I can add this in. Yeah, no, I can't trade that. And then I left the Pegasian boots out because, yeah, like I said, that guy donated them to me. Like I said, dude, thanks for that. And obviously I can't add that because I did not get those myself. But like I said, I'm still going to keep those things. I will never sell a donated item, even if it's something like that I don't technically need. Like, technically, I could totally sell the Pegasian boots and get myself an Armadale crossbow, like, because that's better. That's a better item, technically. But I don't sell gifts, dude. It's not how I was raised. Even like I would get like birthday gifts or like Christmas gifts as a kid, and when I grew them out, I still wasn't. I mean, my parents just raised me not to sell stuff that people gave me, and yeah. So I guess I just take that into my RuneScape journey as well. But yeah, that's it for this video, guys, and I hope this was a cool episode for you. I made like a crap ton of progress on this video. Obviously, the Dragon Warhammer just completely made this episode. Yeah, that's pretty much it, and yeah, see you guys next Friday. Well, actually, hopefully I can get another video out. I'm trying to get the 1K Lizard Shaman before, if that's possible. Hopefully I can get that out before Friday, and yeah, I'll be pushing for 2 videos next week. Obviously can't make any promises, but that is the plan, and see you guys later. Peace!